welcome back to Reading Club. So today, I'm going to read you My Weird School, Ms. Hannah is Bananas, Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. Chapter 3, Weird People. In the lunchroom, I got to sit next to Ryan and Michael. I gave my apple to Ryan, and he gave me his yogurt with sprinkles in it. Ms. Hannah is weird, I said. Artists are always weird, Ryan said. My mom has a friend who's an artist, and she's really weird. My mom says that's because artists are creative. Your mom is weird, Michael said. Lots of people are weird, I told them. That doesn't make them creative. Some people are just weird, and they're not creative at all. And some people are creative, and they're not at all weird. You're weird, AJ, Ryan said. Anybody who wears a dress made of potholders is weird, Michael said. Art teachers are supposed to dress funny, I said. If my dad dressed like that, he'd be fired, Ryan said. Your dad is a businessman, Michael told Ryan. He has to wear a tie around his neck every day. It doesn't do anything. It's just a piece of cloth that hangs around his neck. If you ask me, that's pretty weird. Yeah, I said. Which is weirder, wearing a dress made out of potholders or wearing a piece of cloth around your neck for no reason at all? They're both weird, Ryan said. All grown-ups are weird, especially art teachers, said Michael. Ms. Hannah is weird, even for an art teacher, I said. I noticed that Andrea and Emily at the next table were listening to us. I knew they were listening because they kept shaking their heads and rolling their eyes and snickering at us. Maybe Miss Hannah isn't really an art teacher at all, I said, just loud enough so the girls would hear it. Did you ever think about that? Maybe she's just pretending to be an art teacher. Yeah, Michael said. Maybe Miss Hannah is a thief and she's trying to steal all our garbage and take over the world. Stuff like that happens in comic books all the time. Maybe our real art teacher was kidnapped and she's tied up to a chair in the teacher's lounge, Ryan said. And the teachers are shooting BB guns at her, I added. We've got to save her, Emily suddenly said. There were tears running down her cheeks, and she got up and went running out of the room. Me and Michael and Ryan laughed our heads off. That Emily is such a crybaby. You boys are weird, Andrea said. Chapter 4, What a Mess. The next time we had art class, the newspaper ball that Ms. Hannah had been making was huge. It was about as high as a desk. Everybody wanted to touch it. Everyone, except for me, that is. I remember that somewhere inside that ball was my booger. The art room was filled with all kinds of junk kids brought in from home. There were old musical instruments, broken toys, soda cans, plastic warp, and all kinds of garbage. You should have seen it. Some kid brought in a tennis racket with no strings. What a mess, Emily said. If my bedroom looked like this, my mom would go crazy, Michael said. You should throw half this stuff in the garbage, Miss Anna. Oh dear, no, she said. I don't like to throw things away. In fact, at home, the garbage men bring me garbage so I can use it in my art. When I have a day off, I go to junkyards looking for treasures. Miss Hannah is bananas. She had some sticky glue that sticks to everything. She told us to make a sculpture out of the junk kids brought in from home. Express yourselves, Miss Hannah said. Show your creativity. Remember, art is everywhere. Art is light. Art is air. Even things that are invisible can be art. Michael started making a robot out of toilet paper tubes. Emily made a doll out of buttons. I didn't know what to make. I think I'm not very artistic. I didn't feel like gluing a bunch of junk together. Miss Hannah walked around looking at everyone's sculptures and telling them how wonderful they are. I hoped Miss Hannah wouldn't come over to me. AJ is making a sculpture, Andrea said, and she stuck her tongue out at me. I hate her. Why aren't you making anything, AJ? I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I had to think fast. I did make a sculpture, I said. This is an invisible sculpture. I called it the invisible sculpture. Very clever, AJ, Ms. Hannah said. That's using your creativity. I stuck out my tongue at Andrea. I have an announcement, second graders, Ms. Hannah said after cleanup time. Mr. Klutz has agreed to sponsor a big art contest. There will be a prize for the winner in each grade. What's the prize? Ryan asked. A gift certificate for $100 to an art supply store. Everybody went ooh and wow. It didn't seem like a great prize to me. I don't like art. What would I do with a bunch of art supplies? Miss Hannah said we had to create our artwork at home and bring it in 2 weeks later if we wanted to be in the contest. You can make anything you like, Miss Hannah said, and use whatever materials you want. Freely express yourselves. Creativity is the most important thing. Can we just draw pictures? Michael asked. Of course, said Miss Hannah. I hope I win, I heard Andrea whispering to Emily. I'm going to make a sculpture with butterflies. I hate her. I wonder if there are poisonous butterflies that bite people. So who thinks they might enter the contest? Asked Miss Hannah. Everybody raised their hands except for me. What about you, AJ? I didn't say anything, but I'll tell you what I was thinking. I hate art. Art is stupid. So that's the end of this channel. I hope you enjoyed my readings, and if you did, please click many likes and subscribe Reading Club so I'll come back later with a new and improved channel. Bye everybody, see you later!